Welcome, Flash traders, LP providers, and FAF stakers for another week of Flash Hour. If you've ever put in a schlong, which is a short and a long at the same exact time, go ahead and leave a like and share this out so that we can spread the word. Appreciate it. And with that, no further ado, we're going to bring Anas to the forefront. Today, basically Flash Hour, if you haven't been here before, we go over state of the trenches. That's kind of just opening so that people can pile in and they're able to kind of join leisurely. You have a little buffer zone there. Then we go over Flash overview, what we've got done. And today we're going to mix it up a little with our monthly report. So we want to report into you since you are a part of the protocol, and we do have a governance model. So Anas, how are you doing?
Good morning. Pretty tired with the stuff that is being worked on, and very excited to launch what we have at hand, and it's being currently worked on, and the state of trenches are also interesting with the given rate cuts and the job market. So yeah, let us head into the trenches now.
All right, heading into the trenches. First things first, the FOMC decision, Fed held rates. I don't really think anybody was anticipating otherwise, to be honest. Poly markets, everything. It's a pretty good indicator of where we're headed. And yeah, Powell just decided, nah, we're not doing any of that. But next time, it does look like the percentage is going up. I think it was like 70% chances.
Oh my God, that's going to be not good for the markets.
We'll see. If because the inflation seems to be a little bit sticky. So the PCE inflation rose about 0.3% month over month. Not huge, but the markets didn't like it. So obviously we had a little pullback. Non-farm payroll for U.S. based people, 73K jobs. Missed it. So the only reason I'm going over it is because that's another reason why the market's dumb. Markets love narratives. Market makers love narratives. But Bitcoin fell to 115-ish range. So we're ranging at the moment. We'll see. Actually, what's crazy is I just heard this morning that BlackRock, even though everybody else sold off, they actually had a bunch of inflows. So that's interesting. It's keeping us above or keeping that BTC dominance high. Alt season stalled. Yeah, it does look like alt season, even though we really wanted it. Bitcoin dominance just keeps ticking back up. Every time it goes down, we're hopeful. But the other great thing that I've noticed is that ETH is really starting to take some dominance too. And that precedes altcoin season. So there might have been.
To be honest, yeah, I just have a comment to make on the altcoin season thing. It is something that just happened back in 2018, and there was a slight glimpse of it in 2020 with the DeFi, with the rise of DeFi stuff. But overall, we are not seeing that unidirectional flow of a certain altcoin, like all altcoins going up by multiples of 10x, 20x. I think this is not going to happen as we move ahead. And if you remember, we were talking on the last session that given the market is getting more institutional flow, we will see reduced volatility around the market, which is a sign of maturity for the markets as well. So the whole idea of an alt season, I'm not sure it's going to stick around as we move ahead, in the years to come for crypto.
Yeah, I agree. I warned against this, funny enough. I have a few people who, I'm no Nostradamus or anything, but I've said it several times on Flash Hour. I just felt that with this institutional adoption, I made my own play. I made my own kind of just thesis in my head that this would be Bitcoin's time to shine. So like I say, 80% of my portfolio is Bitcoin. The rest of the 20 is diversified into L1s, which is really like that's really where most of my capital is and where it will be for quite some time. I think altcoin season will come. I just don't think it's quite
it's more about
altcoin season.
the season for products that are actually getting more users, and
Yes.
any product that is attracting more users is gonna get its token or its value being pumped up. So it's all about getting the right folks to use your platform, and if it is being used more, it will definitely see a rise in its value, irrespective of the market tanking or pumping overall. So yeah.
I think there's always going to be, DGen behavior with anything. So I think that's going to continue no matter what. But I do think there will be a sanity check at some point where individuals start kind of rotating and starting to pick. And that will be quote unquote altcoin season. So yeah, I think there'll be a rotation of capital for sure. And White House Crypto Reserve Report potentially includes Sol. So that I just added that in there because obviously we're on Solana. But yeah, the White House Crypto Report, I've seen some pretty bold, I would say bold. I wouldn't say truthful or accurate or any sort of, metrics to it, to be honest. But yeah, if there's a crypto reserve that comes from the US, that would be pretty insane. That could definitely kick off a little bit of mania where things are just going a little haywire. But yeah, the craziness that I heard was some predictions for BTC's price by 2026. And some people were calling for 500,000 BTC if the US does actually have a strategic reserve. I mean,
I think it's more of a stablecoin mania that is going out at the White House as we speak. Because as always, any asset needs more number of holders, and even Trump understands that, and that is the reason why they are heavily pushing the stable coins and getting the regulatory licenses out for it, so that it's much more easier to issue as many dollars as possible on chain, so that you get more holders for dollars, and as you have more holders, it becomes a default currency as it is now. So yeah, more bonds.
Yeah, exactly. that he's the best bond salesman, I'll tell you that. He's using the stable coin for that for sure. That's why all of them have to be backed by bonds.
That is being it's being noted by other governments, and they I'm sure they're feeling being back because of that. Like there are not many holders for other currencies in terms of on-chain stuff, and if the on-chain economy is to grow, that's how the dollar holders will grow, and there will be more bonds being bought, so that you can go on doing more deficit.
It's so wild. It's so wild to me. USDT and USDC. Ah man, yeah. The Ponzi will continue until all of you are sick of it. Solana Mobile Seeker device is shipping. Yes, I cannot wait. I have mine. So did you get one?
Me too. Yeah.
You did? Oh, okay.
I was the most earliest ones in terms of the Saga as well. I had I was like one of the earliest people who got Saga back in the day, and even I used it when it was 2022, something like that. So
you're talking about the original.
Yes.
You have that? Oh wow. I didn't get it. I'm an idiot. I just passed right over my head. Sometimes I'm just too distracted by other things. That passed way over my head. But I made sure I did not miss out on the second one. I actually saw it when I went to Singapore for Breakpoint. So I got the first look at it. I have a cool recording of admittedly, they forgot to block off one section of the entrance, so I actually got in really early. I mean, literally there was no one in there, and I was just walking around to the booths. Nobody was allowed in yet, but I had snuck through a little side door. So maybe don't arrest me or anything this time, but I might do it again. But it was a way for me to get early access. I was like, all right, I can sneak in and then be able to search through everything. But yeah, I got to see the Seeker phone right up front. It was super cool. But anyway, that's just my little shenaniganery that I did. All right, moving on to Flash Trade. So FLP1 on Radex has been going nuts, as you can see from the chart. Radex is one of our great partners, so definitely check it out. If you are holding FLP1, do remember, or any FLP, do remember we have partners like Loopscale, Radex, we've got NX Finance, Camino coming up, and I'm forgetting one. Sandglass, of course, not to be last, but
no. I think Sandglass has more liquidity in terms of to trade the yield than Ratex right now.
Big time.
But it's interesting that on Ratex you can enter and exit any position if there is liquidity. And right now FLP1 is the best performing asset both on Sandglass and Ratex if you want to trade the yield. So right now, as we speak, you get something around 20 to 40% of APY on FLP1 just by holding it. But if you are providing liquidity on Ratex or Sandglass, you get an additional 15 to 20% APY on your investment. So it's an additional 20% APY and the points you get on Ratex. So it's a win-win for LPs all the way around. So
that's why I call it the triple dip, because you're getting the benefits of holding. I mean, it's actually, I think it's called the triple points or something, or triple something on our docs. I came up with something really cool. But basically, the cool part is that a few of these platforms that we're actually on, they obviously don't have a token yet. I'm not saying that they are going to have a token, but we all know how it works. So hashtag when. You can triple dip. I mean, you're getting your VP points, right? You're getting the rewards from obviously your trading or your investment strategy. And then you're also getting points for the platform that you're using. One big one that I personally like is Loopscale. That's something that I've been using quite heavily. So Loopscale, and I have tried out Sandglass. I really like Sandglass's UI, but Radex is something just admittedly I need to dig into a little bit more. But yeah, just looking at it right now, we're at 22.5% implied yield. So then if you go into their leverage, yield exposure. Implied yield is 22.57. So we're still kicking butt and taking names.
For sure.
And then total revenue distributed is 57K. So what does that mean? So if you stake the FAF token on the Flash Trade platform, let me share this real quick. I'll show you.
Max, it's actually 58K. I think it increased in the past 24 hours.
Yeah. Update 58. Yeah, let's see here. I'm gonna try to.
Yeah. One quick turbo there, guys. I saw a discussion earlier in one of our chats regarding 0% fee APR, and that's a very intricate case to discuss actually. So some days you might not see fee accruing to your stake. That's essentially because if the fee is lower than so the way you compute is just take out 1 million from the amount of FAF that's staked. So right now it's around 850 million or something. That's the total FAF stake value. So if the fee collected over a single day is less than the amount of FAF staked, in that case, there will not be any FAF that is distributed because the underlying decimal computations don't allow us to distribute. So every time that the fee accrued is lower than the $682 as you see here. So if we don't make $682 in a day, it's just not possible for us to distribute the FAF because the accounting could not be, we just can't execute because there could literally be people who stake one FAF or even a millionth of a FAF. That's the lowest decimal unit you can have for FAF, and that's just crazy, right? You just don't want anyone left behind. So the system just waits, or the program waits for enough fee to be accrued, so we can account for each of the FAF that's staked to get the lowest possible value of USDC. And that's also because USDC and FAF both have the same decimals, which is 6.
Nice.
So that's in short a small caveat in terms of how you come in and look at your revenue share every day. Don't panic if it does not increase every single day. The next day you're just gonna get a little bit higher.
Yeah. And also, I mean, lower trading volume days as well. I mean, you have to keep that into account. It's
Weekends,
Sunday.
absolutely.
Yeah, we've seen that across the board. It doesn't matter what platform it is. Just to go over this real quick, this is the staking platform that we have. You can go to the token tab in the upper right-hand corner, obviously connect your wallet, but we've added a convenient button here that if you don't have any FAF, you can quickly click that. It'll bring you right to where you need to be. Mine's on pro mode. It might show you the simple mode, depending on what you have selected, but this is the platform. You stake your FAF. You will see your total stake FAF here highlighted. Total revenue distributed. This is for the entire protocol is right here. So that's always updated for you. And the total FAF staked. And there is over 50% of the supply is still staked. And then while you're in the, while your FAF is staked and you're earning VP, keep in mind you can earn VP without staking. You just have to register. So make sure that you are registered. You don't have to FAF or stake any FAF, but if you want the benefits of staking FAF, you will have to do that here. And this is what will be distributed at the end of the epoch. And our estimated APY for staking is right here. So at the end of the epoch, that's the calculation that we have. And of course, at the end of the epoch, you can collect your rewards here. So I just wanted to go over that real quick. Some people had some questions, so we'll go back to, get back to the slides. All right. And of course, FLP1, as we say, is still kicking butt. So that's at 1.337. Pretty good, actually. It's held up really well. If you look at the chart, it is, I mean, retraced a little, but the next leg up will be epic. So if you're looking to trade yields, just saying. All right, moving on to what did we get done this week?
For sure. I think the most important thing that we did was slashing the fees on Forex pairs and being more competitive in terms of our offering. And we look forward to making this much more cheaper and adding more assets to trade on the Forex markets, because eventually we believe the markets that we are serving on chain are capable of replacing the centralized exchanges that many traders use to trade Forex, equities, indices, and crypto markets. So we all are moving into that direction in terms of offering the cheapest price and the best fills. So that is one of the, I think, the biggest change that we did. And apart from that, we are preparing for the ultimate leverage experience, which is the DGN mode. It's actually live on Mainnet right now and finalizing all the details in terms of the edge cases and all the testing. It's being done right now, and hopefully we'll see it go live today if everything goes well. But on the engineering side, you always have some interesting bugs popping out when you move from DevNet to Mainnet. I'm sure Zoeb can put in some thoughts, but it has been crazy differentiation between the DevNet environment versus the Mainnet, because it seems there are some features that are activated on DevNet, but they are not activated on Mainnet. So when you test everything on DevNet and bring it on Mainnet, it's not working. So that is a sad part overall. And I think,
that's just crazy. And these are not even SIMDs around those. So they are like feature gate activations from 2 years in the past, which sadly haven't been rolled over. And since there was like a executive level change in how Solana clients handled and Anza coming into picture, some things are pushed down forever. We've raised this with the core engineering team at Anza. But yeah, it's still too far from being resolved. There's still a lot of hidden bugs that can just creep out if they are to kind of continue with the feature gate activations from 2 years ago. A lot of client has changed. Like that's the reality. We do have Anza shipping at like light speed. They're going crazy over all of those new things coming out. So I don't know if it will be waiting till Alpenglow or like even future releases in Alpenglow as these things get resolved. It's just extra glass for us to chew. And yeah, it's been an honor doing that. It just kind of impacts the whole space a lot. Like there are a lot of security researchers, and folks in the ecosystem who are not really aware of these differences. So when you're reviewing code, it just seems fine, right? Nothing breaks. But when you're actually executing those instructions in mainnet versus DevNet, you just see that things don't work. So that's the problem with these. Hard to catch in code, and then you just come across these things in real time, in the runtime. So you gotta put in those hard fixes and make sure nothing stays broken. So that's been one of the we've been dealing with in the past 2 weeks. But yeah, finally have all of those things resolved. And yeah, the big news with redacted coming soon.
Yeah,
Redacted.
for sure. And now, it's a daily thing that we do. It's about enhancing the experience, and it's directly correlated with the volumes and the usage that we are seeing on the platform. So as we are increasing the reliability of things in terms of, making sure your stop losses, take profits, limit orders get filled, and the reliability of the platform, we are seeing much more retention in users, and the volumes are increasing, and the daily active users are also increasing. So we have been working on the back end a lot these days, and there is certainly room for improvement in terms of a margin of 10x that we have realized in the past month or so, and have started putting dedicated resources to making those improvements in parallel with the features that we are shipping. So very interesting stuff in the lines of the minor improvements that make your trading experience very sexy. So that are being pushed every day, to be honest, in terms of updates. But we just wanted to add here. And the next thing is, I think, the monthly report.
Yeah, just to add, the really what we're trying to do, I mean, this week was just a heavy polish week. This is what I would call like polishing the platform. We're just making sure that all of the feedback from you guys is, directly, transferred to the development team, and they're polishing the platform, with your guidance. I mean, if you go to our Discord, you can see just one of our users, actually their feedback was amazing. I found it quite informative, and really it guides us and helps us. So here, I just wanted to point this out because Anas posted it on his X, but one of our longtime traders, he's basically pointing out that everything that's in our feedback channel, we really pay attention to. User guided for sure. So as you guys are giving us your feedback on features that you want, or things that might not work according to how you thought it should work, we are really listening to it. And this is just a really great post by Anas. I'll link it down below after, but yeah, great post, and I really appreciate it from Cascade Trader.
For sure. And I think in that terms, I also want to share Max is going with a feedback form along all the beast users that we have in Discord, and I think he would be reaching out with the feedback form to get more personalized review from everyone who is alive in Discord.
Yeah, we're going to be opening up a little discussion area for some of our top users where they can share their feedback and features that maybe we haven't implemented yet that they really want to see, as well as a about 20 question form, just to see how we can improve and see how they're using the platform currently. So again, we're just trying to improve our platform more and more, and as I say, polish it. The other thing, actually, I didn't put here, and I apologize, the swap fees. Did we talk about that already? That's a big one. I think a lot of people don't realize like how huge that is for the trading fees in general. That's a bottom line kind of topic.
Yeah, it's like I think when the pools were imbalanced, people were paying more than 10 to 15% in swap fees. So being asset backed, whenever you open a position with a different asset, we swap it into the underlying asset, and there was a fee that was charged when you open such a position, and we are looking forward to remove it this week with the redacted launch that Zoeb just said. So it is going to make Flash much more competitive than whatever you have on chain, and that is the direction, as I said, we are going towards. So it's not just about being the place to trade; it's all about being competitive enough to leave your centralized exchanges and come onto the on-chain world and have the best experience, not only in the terms of UI and UX, it's also in terms of getting the best fill and getting the right price for your fill.
Yeah, 100%. And 37.5% reduction for the Forex. I mean, that's pretty huge. I guess it would be pool 2. But yeah, that's huge. Just wanted to highlight that one more time. And let's move on to the monthly report. Are you able to read that? I feel like I'm too old to read through. Oh, no.
I think
There you go.
I think, yeah. There has been a lot of things that we have shipped over the month, and it's great to just go over them so that we personally understand what we have done so far, because every hour in crypto is equivalent to 3 days in the real life.
Oh, so true.
Yeah. So it's all about it just ages us all, and we shed a lot of hair as well. So
the big thing about the report is you can find it actually. I believe we've tweeted this out, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you can find it on Twitter, of course. We're not going to go over everything today, but yeah, mobile has been a heavy focus for us. We're trying to improve just mobile overall, making sure it's smooth and able to be used on across all wallets. So that's been one huge focus for us. Fees paid to LPs, TVL. Let's see, third Epoch. Oh yes, so I believe we're just about halfway through the third Epoch. So if you are getting in now, you get about half that time, since it is time weighted. Yeah, about 10 million plus FAF, or very close to 10 million.
Yeah, I think if I would highlight what we have done over the month, it's more about, I think, 4 big things that happened over the month. First was the new earn page update, which is a very refreshed, revamped view of all your deposits on Flash Trade, and a very detailed view of how you are earning on Flash. And the second thing would be, the throttling system that we added on the withdrawal, like when you burn FLP. So this throttling mechanism, this throttling mechanism is something that we have understood after a lot of iterations over the year, where the price of FLP on any given day does not move more than 5% at max. So we have put in this interesting barrier where you have this max and min levels of FLP price. So on any given day, if the price for any instance moves more than 10%, the withdrawals would be blocked, in terms just for us to check and see everything is all right. Because if we were to go into the details of ways anything as Flash's liquidity pools can be exploited, it goes back to this very specific place where you can actually withdraw money if, for instance, anything happens. So this is a very great mechanism that we have added, and we are very proud of it, that it makes us sleep very well, because everyone on the team have good amount of money in FLP and are earning good fees from it. So we had to make sure it's much better protected, and we're happy to have those this new mechanism added. And I think it is, you cannot find it anywhere else. It's just live on Flash, and it is gonna protect the pool by a good margin. So this is the second thing. And the third thing would be, I think, the listing of Pump being an SPL extension token 2022 took us a lot of time and effort, because the whole platform was designed around the normal SPL tokens. So the team actually killed it by shipping it in 3 days, where we had to cover all the edge cases. And now in future, if we get any token 2022 launch, we can add a perp for it very easily. So it was a very good improvement in terms of adding on the platform. And yes, sir.
One quick thing, for like, if there's any any developers kind of listening into this, like there are other platforms like Drift and even Radium had the support for token to just in time. Let's say in a few weeks around the pump TGE going live. So one of the things we realized is if you do not have strong constraints around transaction size, token 22 doesn't add much, because it literally requires you to send in one extra account, which is the token program itself, which is different. And then it also requires the mint to be passed because of transfer checked. So devs out there who might be building similar protocols or kind of have this niche in DeFi, you better pay attention to it, because if your architecture is already maxed out in terms of the potential transactions, and it's not just the size you're looking at, because ALTs make it a lot more simpler, but about like the max amount of unique accounts you can access in the transaction, which is still 64 on mainnet. Don't be deceived by DevNet. Miss just overcome the potholes we've encountered. So take a note: transaction size limit for unique accounts is still 64, and that's what took us quite some time to get over it. And that really helped us.
So he brings, every time I talk to him, I'm telling you, every time he mentions this, you were on a mission, sir. I don't blame you.
Let me,
go ahead.
Yeah. Let me just add, like on the third part is more on the integration side. So although the things are not live yet, we haven't spoken about it, but the team is working in parallel, and we are seeing the fruits of it. So the Ranger Finance integrating Flash's liquidity pool back. So this was being worked over the past month, where the team was offering an in-house experience on how to integrate Flash. So it was just daily sessions, and now it's live on Ranger. And in parallel, as we spoke, Camino is also being worked on every day. Like at least every 2 to 3 days, there are some sync that goes on between the teams, so that the integration goes live. So that is also being worked over the past month, along with the Pith feed going live. It also took us like 45 days to get the Pith feed out. So it's all these things that are being worked in parallel that gives you the fruitful results at the end of months, or I don't like it sometimes takes quarter as well. If we speak about the Magic Blocks integration, so we have like weekly syncs with all of these teams, where both of the teams get along and get to the results, and slowly overcome the hurdles that are on the path, and ultimately deliver the best experience and best integrations possible with the partners. So yeah, just wanted to highlight this things that go behind the scene.
Yeah, I mean, even though you might not see it, I mean, obviously you're not on the inside. We're just constantly working. We've got Carrot, Camino, Margin, Ranger. There's a lot of things that we have kind of all working in the background, so working in parallel. Some of the things I just wanted to point out with the current report this month is, let me pull it up here so I can actually see it. Old eyes. Point boost to Sandglass. So now that you're using Sandglass, you do get a VP point boost. Increased looping leverage on FLP1. That's actually the one I was talking about when I said that's the heavy use. It's 6.7% now on that. So, of course, we talked about the express listing. And then Market 3. So FLP3 is now live. That's something that also happened this month. It was not before, but we have it live on Loopscale. So check that out. If you do have FLP3, might be of interest to you.
Because the APYs are insane on FLP3, and it has been really insane on FLP4 actually. FLP4 has the highest APY, because 100% of fee goes back to the FLP4 holders. We as a protocol don't make any money on the meme coins, so it's all out for you guys to take hold of your meme coins.
Yeah, and that's actually WIF, am I correct? Right? WIF?
Yes. No. Yeah. All the 4 pools: the Fartcoin pool, the WIF coin pool, the Samo pool, and the Bonk pool. We don't make any money on these pools.
No, I'm saying the FLP4. That's WIF, right?
No, that's Bonk pool.
Oh, Bonk. Okay. Oh well. Sorry, Whiff. Bonk just overtook you. That's not surprising, to be honest. The Bonk community is wild. They are rabid, and I love it. Bonk, bonk. Market timing added for the trades. So some of the pools follow the CME, and obviously it was difficult. People were getting confused. That's another big, brought to us by the community. We really do appreciate it. And now that is very, very clear right on the dashboard for you to see. And then, of course, we did appear on the Pith and Huddle Up podcast. I shouldn't say we, more like a NOS, but, we, the collective. But other than that, moving to the questions here, we actually did a lot of responses today. Hey, folks. What's up, brother? Some digits. Jotzi. Let's see. OG Saga. Yeah, I didn't get in on it, unfortunately. I really wish I did. Just to have it as a keepsake, to be honest with you. I'm like, I get called a hoarder by my significant other quite a bit. So I will hold on to things for quite some time. Kind of a keepsake. I'll probably end up getting one if somebody sells it on the secondary, not for the airdrops, just for the keepsake, to have it like displayed somewhere. I'm working on a background, as you can see here. There's just nothing there. So I'm working in parallel to try to make it a little bit more scenic for you all, so you don't have to stare at my bald head. But yeah, I want to have like some cool things to look at. I'm really big on The Witcher, so that might be up there. Really big on Satoshi, so I might have like a little Satoshi statue, but we're making it work. Let's see, just me, or has the sound gone crazy? I mean, if the sound went crazy, it would spike in my ear, so it might just be you. Let's see, fine with 0% today. Oh yeah, that was just talking about the fees that were generated over Sunday. All right. Does anybody have any questions? If you have any questions, now's the time to ask. If you're in our Discord watching this, drop some questions, or you can obviously drop them in the X chat, and I can see them here and post them up on screen. Anything else you guys want to talk about that we might have missed?
Nope. We're just working on the redacted to go live as soon as possible right now.
Just checking on our Discord to make sure nobody has any questions.
I think we got someone from Solar. Let me see. There is a question.
I did ask some time ago. Yes, sir. I did ask some time ago. Today? All right, Solar, what do we got? Lay it on me.
Yep.
We're going to cut it off here in just a second if you do not drop your questions. Let's see. I don't see anything in Discord, so nice. And then did you want to talk about the Ranger thing, or no? Did you already drop that?
No,
I just thought that was important.
We've dropped that, and I think we would work on a better referral system for them, and that would be more helpful. And I think they're gonna add all the markets that we have on Ranger, and that would be very fun to announce and put up some VP for people coming from Ranger. So
yeah,
that
that's
is
some alpha
under
for the
discussion
end.
right now. For sure.
That's some alpha for the end. We're definitely we're working with them hand in hand here. So look forward to that. If you're able to see it now. I am not able to see it. Let me get to X real quick. I'm guessing you're dropping it in the comments. That's probably my bad. No, I'm not able to see any questions. Nope. No questions. Not that I can see. All right. Strange. It is strange, Solar. I don't know what's going on, brother. Yep. Nothing here. But anyway, just to conclude, a lot of things cooking here at Flash Trade. As always, I'll remove you guys. 1, 2. As always, as we close out, let's see, we'll remove this. Thank you for tuning in, of course. Need to split the message. Oh, all right. well, split the message quickly and I might be able to get it to you. Or if you do have any questions, we're always available in our Discord channels as well as on X. If you want to reach out to me for any reason, the DMs are open. But please, of course, leave a like, share, so we can get this out to as many people as possible. Spread the word about, flash trade, FAF stakers. And other than that, I'll see you guys in the markets.